is home, the Earth. Billions and billions of human beings live in it, sharing the same basic features. But some of its inhabitants are luckier than others. Let's take an example, completely at random. The Portuguese. We've been around since 1139, and since then, own 92,090 square kilometers of land in the European continent, and the archipelagos of the Azores and Madeira. This is how you usually see us. And this is true, but it's not enough. Here's a little more you should know. Portugal is the oldest nation in Europe. Our national borders were established in 1249. But soon we found it was not enough for us. So in the 15th century, we decided to take a little journey. And on the way, we discovered the world. Brazil, Angola, Mozambique, Guinea-Bissau. We established trading sea routes that changed Europe's way of life, like the route to India and its spices. Almost in every corner of the world, there's a Portuguese legacy of some kind, from east to west. Portuguese people are known to be tolerant. That's why we're able to maintain excellent relationships with our former colonies in Africa or in Asia. It creates great investment opportunities and partnerships that are already working full-time. Portugal has never lost its national sovereignty, except once, from 1580 to 1640. The lack of a Portuguese dynastic successor put Portugal under the Spanish crown. No hard feelings, but now we have some of our best emperors ruling in Spain. Allow us to brag a little bit more. It wasn't enough for us to have some of the best wines in the world. We had to go for the corks too. Last year, the cork industry, in which we are undisputed world leaders, exported 754.3 million euros. By this time, maybe you feel like a cup of tea. It's only natural. But don't forget to thank our Queen Caterina de Braganza. It was her that created the 5 o'clock tea ritual in England in the 17th century and introduced orange marmalade and the use of knives, forks and spoons. But if you prefer to take your tea in Japan, don't forget to say arigato after being served. That means thank you, and it's a Portuguese word. You know, we were the first Europeans to reach Japan, and we like good manners. We also like big awards, so we get them. 2 Pritzker Awards for architects Cesar Vieira and...
Congratulating tonight's winner, Eduardo Soto de Mora.
And 2 Nobel Prizes for neurologist Egash Monish and writer José Saramago. The Oscar is next. We know the importance of energy. We know how to consume it. But more importantly, we know how to create it. Portugal is the world leader in renewable energies and the world's 4th biggest producer of wind energy. We love the future, so we're making it happen today. Portugal is also a great place to have babies, for many reasons. But here's a more important one. In 30 years, Portugal lowered its infant mortality rate from one of the highest to the 4th lowest in the world. So go ahead, you're in a safe place. Living in a country with great landscapes, nightlife, beaches and beautiful climate, we could have every reason not to go to work. But in reality, we're the 7th country with less holidays in the European Union, well behind Sweden and Germany. We've already told you how we've helped to discover the world such as we know it today. We've yet to send a man into space. But since the company that detects and corrects NASA's informatics system malfunctions is Portuguese, we guess we're already halfway there. The Portuguese coast extends for about 1,230 kilometers. Our relationship with the sea was inevitable. But a canned tuna fish company based in the Azores, Conservas Santa Catarina, went further and won the Greenpeace Award for the world's most sustainable tuna fishing activity. Yes, our love affair with water is an endless one. Remember the Olympics in Beijing, where Michael Phelps broke every world record he could? Well, guess where those wetsuits were made? Did you say Portugal? Damn, you're good. We know Portuguese is not an easy language to learn, although more than 240 million people in the world use it every day as their first language, and 20 million more as their second language. in all 5 continents. It is the 6th most spoken language in the world, right after Mandarin, English, Spanish, and Arabic. Maybe it's time to learn it, don't you think? So, to cut a very, very long and rich story short, you should know that we really are hard-working people, with a philosophy that is exemplified in every Portuguese bullfight. We grab the bull by the horns. Literally. And we can only get better with foreign investments that will benefit everyone. After all, there's one word that sums it up, one you'll hear many times. Bem-vindos. Welcome.